A Cheshire Lad and the Blues, the early life of John Mayall. John Mayall was born in Macclesfield, Cheshire, England in 1933. Even as a young boy, he was drawn to music. He loved the sounds of American blues. Legends like Leadbelly and Sonny Boy Williamson captivated him. Mayall's father was a musician. He had a collection of 78 RPM records. John would spend hours listening to these blues greats. He was hooked. The raw emotion and soulful melodies resonated deeply with him. Mayall's love for the blues grew stronger over time. He wanted to recreate those sounds. He wanted to express himself through this powerful genre. Little did he know he would become a legend himself. Self-made musician from Manchester to Korea and back. John Mayall was a self-taught musician. He learned to play several instruments. These included the guitar, harmonica, keyboards, and vocals. His passion for the blues drove him to master these instruments. He wanted to capture the essence of the music he loved. After leaving school, Mayall went to Manchester Junior School of Art. He continued to pursue music in his spare time. He played in local bands. He honed his skills and developed his own style. Mayall's life took a turn when he was called up for national service. He was stationed in Korea for 3 years. He didn't leave his music behind. He formed a band with other servicemen. This experience solidified his passion for performing. When Mayall returned from Korea, he was more committed to music than ever. He knew his path lay in sharing his passion with the world. He moved to London in 1963. He was ready to make his mark on the British blues scene. London Calling, the genesis of John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers. London in the early 1960s was a melting pot of musical creativity. The blues were experiencing a revival, and Mayall was at the forefront of this movement. He immersed himself in the city's vibrant music scene. He quickly made a name for himself. In 1963, Mayall formed John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers. This band would become a proving ground for some of the most talented musicians in British blues and rock. The Bluesbreakers were known for their raw, energetic performances. They remained true to the spirit of the blues. They also weren't afraid to experiment and push boundaries. Mayall had a knack for spotting talent. He wasn't afraid to give young musicians a chance. He wanted to nurture their abilities. Over the years, the Bluesbreakers would become a revolving door of musical talent. Some of the most famous alumni include Eric Clapton, Peter Green, and Mick Taylor. Each of these guitarists would go on to achieve superstardom. The Beano album, Mayall, Clapton, and a Blues Revolution. In 1966, John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers released the album that would define their legacy. Bluesbreakers with Eric Clapton. This album, often referred to as the Beano album because of Clapton's comic book on the cover, became an instant classic. The Beano album was a game changer for British blues. Clapton's blistering guitar solos and Mayall's powerful vocals created a raw, energetic sound that had never been heard before. It was blues, but it was also something new and exciting. The album's impact was immediate and long-lasting. It influenced countless young musicians and helped to solidify the blues revival in Britain. It also launched Eric Clapton's career, establishing him as one of the most sought-after guitarists in the world. Section 5, a hard road and a crusade forging a new path. After Clapton's departure, Mayall continued to explore new musical territories. He recruited Peter Green, a young guitarist who had been playing with Fleetwood Mac, to fill Clapton's shoes. Green brought his own unique style to the Bluesbreakers. He contributed to the band's evolving sound. In 1967, John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers released A Hard Road. This album featured Green's distinctive guitar work. It showcased Mayall's songwriting talents. The album solidified the band's reputation as one of the most innovative and exciting acts in British blues. Later that year, Mick Taylor joined the Bluesbreakers, replacing Green. Taylor, only 18 years old at the time, brought a youthful energy and virtuosity to the band. Their 1968 album, Crusade, featured Taylor's impressive guitar work and further cemented Mayall's legacy as a talent scout and innovator. Section 6, beyond the blues Mayall's foray into jazz, funk and rock. While John Mayall was deeply rooted in the blues, he was never afraid to experiment and incorporate other genres into his music. In the 1970s, his music evolved. He blended elements of jazz, funk and rock into his signature blues sound. Mayall's 1969 album, Looking Back, marked a turning point in his career. The album featured a mix of blues standards and original compositions. It showcased his willingness to push the boundaries of the genre. Mayall continued to experiment throughout the 1970s. He released albums such as USA Union in 1970 and Jazz Blues Fusion in 1972. These albums showcased his versatility as a musician. They further solidified his reputation as a true innovator. Section 7, the later years collaborations, reunions and a musical odyssey. John Mayall's musical journey was far from over. He continued to record and tour throughout the 1980s, 1990s and 2000s. He collaborated with a diverse range of artists. He even reunited with some of his former Bluesbreakers bandmates. In 1982, Mayall released Return of the Bluesbreakers. This album marked a return to his roots. It featured a new lineup of talented musicians. Mayall never stopped exploring new musical territories. He continued to release critically acclaimed albums well into the 21st century. One of his most notable later albums was Along for the Ride in 2001. This album featured guest appearances by some of the biggest names in music. These included Steve Miller, Billy Gibbons and Shannon Curfman. The album was a testament to Mayall's enduring influence and the respect he commanded within the music industry. Section 8, a star on the Walk of Fame, recognition and accolades. John Mayall's contributions to music did not go unnoticed. He received numerous awards and accolades throughout his career. He was recognized for his pioneering role in the British blues movement. He was also celebrated for his ability to nurture young talent. In 2005, Mayall received the prestigious British Blues Awards Lifetime Achievement Award. This award recognized his outstanding contribution to the blues genre. It also celebrated his enduring influence on generations of musicians. In 2014, Mayall was inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. This was a fitting tribute to a musician who had dedicated his life to the blues. His induction recognized his pivotal role in shaping the sound of British blues and his lasting impact on the genre. Section 9, the legacy of the Godfather, Mayall's enduring impact. John Mayall's passing in 2024 marked the end of an era. The Godfather of British blues left behind a rich musical legacy. His influence on music is immeasurable. He is credited with shaping the sound of British blues. He's also hailed for his ability to discover and mentor some of the greatest guitarists of all time. Mayall's impact extends beyond his own music. He inspired countless musicians to pursue their dreams. He fostered a love for the blues in generations of fans. His passion for music, his dedication to his craft, and his unwavering support for young talent left an indelible mark on the world. Mayall's music continues to inspire and excite listeners today. His albums are considered classics. His songs have become standards. His legacy as the Godfather of British blues is secure. His music will continue to be enjoyed for generations to come. Section 10. Epilogue, The Blues Never Dies. John Mayall may be gone, but the blues lives on. His music continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. His influence can be heard in the work of countless musicians. His passion for the blues, his dedication to his craft, and his unwavering support for young talent continue to inspire. The blues, at its core, is about raw emotion, about expressing the joys and sorrows of life. It's about storytelling through music. John Mayall understood this. He poured his heart and soul into every note he played. He shared his love for the blues with the world. Mayall's legacy is not just about his music, it's about the connections he made. It's about the musicians he inspired. It's about the fans who found solace and joy in his music. John Mayall's spirit will forever be intertwined with the blues. His music will continue to remind us that the blues never dies as long as there are those who feel it in their hearts.